Minutes from our last meeting, which was October 28th. Has everybody had a chance to review those notes? Any edits, changes, updates? No, I didn't see anything myself.
Move to approve?
Motion?
I'll second, but I wasn't here.
Yeah, I wasn't here either.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained?
Abstain.
All right, passes 2-0-2. Now we'll open up the floor for public input. You can just state your name, address, and let us know what you're looking for.
My name is John Crows. I used to live in Litchfield until 2023. Now I live in Londonderry, but I'm part of the 250th celebrations and the Historic Society. Something else?
Nope.
No.
Unless you want to throw it in.
So and I'm hoping that Steve Yaw will be here also to talk to you about the possibility of a powwow, a Native American powwow in Litchfield for the 250th. Probably right now it's looking as if it would be around the July 4th celebrations. We thought until a couple days ago that it was unlikely we could do it, but they said now they would like it to be an ongoing yearly thing. They see it as a big possibility. They've been doing it in Wells, Maine, up in Warner. And so Steve Yaw, who's not here now, went and observed 2 powwows this summer. Came back impressed and thought, wow, this could be something big for the 250th maybe. He talked with a woman who is part of the Association of Chiefs of Native Americans up in the Warner area. And she was very positive about it. She's the sister of the 3 chiefs, the 3 people who run the museum in Warner. And she has since talked with an organization of Native Americans up there, and they got very excited about doing it here. More so than where they normally would do it down at the Cape. They say not many people come from Maine and from farther up to attend, but this would be a great location for them. So they're very excited about it. So they need to see what places we have in mind, and so we want to consult with you about that. We've already so the consensus is that the high school and Dara area would be 2 possibilities. I wrote to this woman, and she said it would be better if it were all in one place, and you'll see why as we go on. So anyhow, we've already talked with the superintendent of schools, and it looks very positive as a possible place. But as an alternative, when we have them come down, for them to look and say, well, Darrell looks kind of good, that might be good. And I'm kind of thinking maybe even the middle school with that soccer field off on the side, maybe. So we wanted to show them, to take them around, and they could see if all their needs could be met here. So the paper that I gave you, I underlined the things that are most significant for you, I think. The things that they need: electricity, water, a place to have a campfire at night, a place to be able to create their circle, which would be about half the size of a football field. They put up kind of a structure with like pine boughs or something all around it, and the dancing and singing, the drumming and all goes inside. There's a real emphasis on getting local people, anybody who shows up, to participate in it, to join the dances, the singing, whatever. They have something special for the kids where they get candy or something. So these are some of the things they do. They can be a one-day affair, but they're saying that if enough people come, a 2-day affair where they've got things that they sell, Native American things, crafts and all, that would be really beneficial to them. So what we're looking for is for your consent that we could take this little delegation that may come down to take a look at the site, point out what there is: electricity, possibilities of water, bathrooms, that kind of thing. That's it.
Okay. I mean, it sounds interesting. Definitely sounds interesting.
How many people are they thinking? Is it like 100 people, or is it like 5,000 people.
as, coming to see.
Yeah.
They haven't told me a number. When Steve was there, at one of them, maybe both of them this summer, it was several hundred. I don't know
Okay.
if it was 1,000, but several hundred.
Okay.
The ones that I've seen, I'm from South Dakota, and when I have seen them, there's a lot of people. So we need parking. We need a big parking area. So the high school, Dara, would be perfect for that.
Yeah, yeah, we've certainly held events at Dara, you know, to that capacity. We usually use the school as overflow parking,
Uh-huh.
so that should work out. There is water at the building,
Yep.
you know, there's
Electricity.
electricity. Yeah, there's electricity out there.
Outdoors.
There is outdoor electricity, yeah, over by the pavilion and snack shack, there's electricity, as well as on the outside of town hall.
I just don't know how the campfire will
The
work.
campfire thing is a concern, yeah, we've had bonfires, but on the infield, of the softball fields, not on the grass. So that would be a concern, yeah, we wouldn't wanna have any fire on the grass.
And is that a big tournament weekend too?
Well, that's the other thing, being, if you don't have a specific date yet, obviously we can't look at that. But, we do have a hierarchy on how the fields and facilities get, approved.
Yep.
And the town leagues and teams,
Residents.
take precedence. So, you know, it has to be a little flexible based on the softball league, particularly, as well as any other leagues that might be using, the facility. Especially if you're asking for a 2-day type event. You know, and then, there would be some other questions, I guess, would be, you know, if this is an organized, group, you know, do they have any certificate of insurance? You know, is there, that they'd be able to use? Are you looking for us to do some sort of a sponsorship, or, you know, there's a bunch of questions that'll come up, I'm sure, but,
It sounds like it might be useful when they come to have at least one of you there.
yep, yeah, we're happy to do that,
You'll have questions that I wouldn't think of.
for sure. I mean, do they have a date in mind for a site meeting?
I think, right now, it looks like we've talked about the 4th. I'm not sure what other town activities, we're gonna be meeting with the 250th, I think, next week, and we'll be figuring out that a little bit more. It's not quite certain yet.
Well, do they know when they'd want to come down to take a look at the
Oh,
property?
no, not yet.
Okay,
After we meeting with the Historical Society and the Heritage and the 250th next week.
Mhm.
So we'd figure out the date then.
okay. Yeah, I mean, if you'd like to, you feel free to reach out. You know, we can definitely have a member involved, with that, answer any questions,
Great.
go from there.
The other thing, just to jump off of this real quick, as I'm thinking about it, obviously the town's putting on a 250th celebration. We probably want to get ahead of that, understanding what the field use looks like, and if they're gonna need space, and if people are gonna need space, we may need to get to the leagues earlier, because again, it's a whole town-wide thing.
Right.
So, you know, if there's a plan to do more of these types of things, we may have to talk that out with the leagues now.
Sure.
As
When
does the bill.
does the town do the fireworks? That's not on the 4th, right? Typically the show that we've done in the past.
The town, I don't think the town does.
We don't do fireworks on the 4th, but I know, like, we've raised some money to do some individual
Oh,
events here and there.
Spirit of Litchfield in the winter, yeah, they've done
That's
it
been in
there,
the
yeah,
winter,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think it was the
Yeah,
winter they did.
okay, so, yeah, I don't think we'd be up against any type of 4th of July specific,
Yeah.
show. They do the car show right on the 4th.
Right. But I think
but that's-
with that whole, because it's a whole group, you were just saying, what, 25 people are part of the group right now? The 250th?
Oh, for the 250th?
Yeah,
Seems like that.
yeah. So, I mean, there's probably gonna be a build-out of what their idea around this is gonna look like. and
Yep.
We just probably wanna make sure. our
It
fields are
sounds
available.
funny, but like the best place I can think of for an event like this is actually that Mel's parking area where they park for all their big events.
Right.
It's like a huge open area. It's right on the Merrimack. It's
Yeah.
flat as can be. There's ample parking there.
you talking about up in front where recycled percussion?
No,
played?
in the back.
No,
In the
for where they
back.
do the
Is
lights
that-
and where
They
they
farm
do.
those.
Yeah,
fields
where you
in
did
summer,
the, do they farm it in the summer?
They do, yeah.
Oh, but
Where they
it's a,
park, where they use
yeah,
parking,
where
I think
there's
they do
park-
farm that, yeah.
but that's just, it's a huge open area, it'd be
It would
perfect
be
for
perfect
this.
for it, yeah.
What was the name of that?
It's Mel's Funway,
Mel's Funway, yeah.
Of course.
yeah. They have a huge field in the back where they park everybody for the winter stuff, winter for the lights.
Spooky World and everything, yeah.
Yeah,
That one didn't come up in our discussions, but we'll bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they say, they might farm it, but I don't know if it gets farmed in the summertime or not, but.
I don't think sawmill would work, there's no, as far as I know anyway, there's no electricity down there that I can think of.
No potable water either.
No potable water, yeah,
Only porta potty.
There's one porta potty.
yeah.
One thing you may not know, the 250th seems to be thinking that they want to do it throughout the whole year, not just in the summer, maybe starting even in the winter and other events sporadically throughout. That's not definite yet, but that's what we were talking about last time.
I think it'd be really cool to have this in town.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
just finding the right spot for it. you
Sure.
know, that checks all the boxes.
I'll bring emails when I meet with them.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
get a date or a couple dates that they're gonna come and inspect these spaces, just let us know and we'll try to get somebody with you so we can at least have
Sure.
some input on it.
Do you know of anything coming up on the 4th or within those couple of days yet?
Just the car parade that I.
Yeah,
can think of.
typically there's a car parade, car show that runs from one end of town to the other up Albuquerque.
Sure.
And then they park at Dara, right?
Or I
Do
think they
like a-
park at Dara, yeah, and
There
do
was a
a
lot of
show
vendors
there
and stuff last year.
On the 4th?
on the
Yeah.
fourth, yeah. Other than that, there's nothing I can think of. We're usually up in Maine for the fourth, so I'm never here.
Yeah, we're not
for it,
usually
but,
around either.
Yeah,
All right. Some of, also what I mentioned, you can see down kind of in the middle of the page, it's on both sides of the page. Some of the vendors pull travel trailers, some of them 10 by 10 canopies and 10 by 20. And they mentioned that in Wells, there was a covered place that's part of the Wells facility that they were able to use. Now, there's something like that near the soccer field, I think, isn't there, the softball field?
Oh, the pavilion.
The
at Dara?
pavilion.
Pavilion,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, so we have a pavilion at Dara, that's our biggest in town, next to the snack shack between the woods and the fields. I'm not sure the exact dimensions, but it's probably about 30 by 15. so,
Would it be
yeah,
usable
roughly.
for this?
There's picnic tables and stuff under there. Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about pulling vehicles under there?
No, not the vehicles.
Okay,
They
yes.
would be putting that size vehicles around. I'm not sure if it'd be out in the parking lot or if it would be farther up. Probably have to be in the parking lot. But they're gonna be camping overnight. Some of them have tents, some of them come in vehicles.
Yep, so the pavilion is actually not on the list of reservable, facilities,
Okay.
but so it's first come, first serve. I don't think anybody's gonna be out there at night. Is there any issues with having them be there overnight? I know the police patrol down there and things with the police department.
I think if we notified them,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they would
I know
have.
the Cub,
If
the
they get a
Boy- the
permit, then I
the
think.
Cub Scouts, I think, have done sleepovers down there before, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Boy Scouts used to do it.
Boy Scouts, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, yeah. So, but yeah, the pavilion would certainly be able to be used.
They could use it for,
Yep.
not build the fire under it. I get
Right.
that. Where would a fire be best if they were to do that?
So there's,
Infield.
yeah, on the infield of one of the softball fields, they've usually done that in the past on the first softball field when you pull in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's I mean, it's a nice setting too, because you got the pond down there. I don't know if they'd want to do anything down on the beach or, anything like that.
And aren't, from the camp that used to be there, were there fireplaces? Are there still?
no,
There's no,
everything's gone.
there's some structures back there, but nothing that's usable.
And no fire, oh, I think I've seen the remnants of a fireplace or something?
Could be, yeah, could have
Used
been
to
a
be some outdoor
fireplace
ones,
or
but
some,
They don't have them anymore.
So that wouldn't use it.
yeah, some pillars, yeah.
Can they bring canoes and paddle on the pond?
I can, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Can fish?
Just gotta move the swans.
Yeah, they can move the swans for us. The decoys on the pond to keep the
Keep
geese
the
out.
geese out, yeah.
They don't seem to like the swans, so they move them around a lot. Yeah, and it's been keeping them out.
And the Conservation Commission.
It was getting really
in charge of
cool.
those.
Well, that's all I have for you.
Okay.
Any other questions, things I should bring up in my meetings?
Nothing I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, if you figure out a date or a couple of dates, let us know and we'll make some arrangements to have one of us meet you down there,
Great.
one or a few of us.
Find out when they want to come. That'll be
Okay.
good.
I think it'd be nice. Litchfield's history with the Indians and you know,
I'm really glad you said that. A big part of this thing is education about the Native American presence that's been here. Do you know what you guys know what the Native American name of this place was before Litchfield, right? Natticook.
Natticook.
This place was Natticook.
Yep.
And we've got evidence of at least 7,000, perhaps 9,000 years of native
Yep.
inhabitants here. Burials out where the grounds, what do you call, muster grounds,
Mhm.
but that's been kind of washed out by the flooding that's happened. But they think that many Native Americans were buried there and are not there anymore. We are working really hard on another project to get a historical monument put up. There's nothing here except that famous golfer, Passaconaway. That's the only time his name comes up. And we know that
There it is.
we have evidence. We have evidence that he got a court order for 9 square miles from the mouth of the Sauhegan River up to 3 miles, a mile and a half across, 3 miles up to Cohos Brook, over to, down to the river, and then the same over on the other side. So 9 square miles. And we've got a good case with original documents that Passaconaway lived on 1 or 2 of those islands that are right there, right off the bank of his putting grounds, I guess. And it seems really strange that his name comes up only in terms of a golf course. And not too long ago, I went out and measured using the survey results that were made by Danforth and Parker in the 1600s. I went out and followed the survey results and found myself on, I forget the name, the guy, the Rhode Island governor who owned a bunch of land up here. Oh, you don't know either, good. I found myself on a road by his name and went up that a mile and a half, and then I could find the way to Cohos Brook. So I've got I've got a map of what we think the survey map showed. And, because the map was not turned in, but the survey was. So, we're hoping to be able to get a historical marker out there on 3A somewhere, possibly, maybe at the end of Natticook Road, or maybe down farther where the survey began, have it up there. And Litchfield doesn't have a historical marker now, so that would be a first. So that's a separate project, but that's where it all started from, was trying to get more Native American education for the town. And there probably weren't thousands of Native Americans here, but hundreds and hundreds for perhaps thousands of years. I was holding in my hand a point, at least 7,000 years old, in Manchester at a museum, found in Litchfield. So we know they're there.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
thank
all
you.
I've got for you.
Thank you very much.
No more history lessons or. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good
We'll
evening.
get back to you as soon as we got the information.
Sounds
All right,
good.
sounds good, thank you.
All right.
You know how to email us?
Yes, you've been.
It's,
we've been
or it's
emailing.
RC at,
They've been
Okay.
emailing me directly, but yeah,
Okay.
we have our general email as well, which is just RC at Litchfield.
Yep.
NH.
Will do. We'll get it.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Yeah. Okay. moving on to, additions to the agenda. Would like to add?
That one.
I think you missed the, facility and field request.
Oh, I'm sorry, I mentioned it before the meeting started. He
Oh, I'm
went through
sorry.
the request.
Oh, okay,
So, yeah, so, there's nothing to review there.
sorry.
That's okay.
I don't listen to you.
You're not the only one. All right, so additions to the agenda, just looking down through here, we've got the fence repair. We've got budget items, all right, I don't think I have anything. I do have one item. The Spirit of Litchfield came to me yesterday. They're working with the school, the high school, Campbell High School, with the opportunity to host a concert in the auditorium. They've already gotten approval from the school to do that. They're just looking for our blessing to go ahead and move forward with that. Let me find out the date and the specifics of it in my email here. So it'd be Tuesday, December 2nd from 7 to 9 p.m. It's a free concert. So, yeah, there's not too much that I think, there's no formal request that needs to be made for a facility because they're using the school. So nothing on that end. I did ask Janice if she thought that there was going to be any expenditures or anything like that. She said at the most maybe $100, just for some waters or something that they might sell, but beyond that, nothing too informal, so, I'd take a motion to approve that free concert on the 7th,
But it's at the school,
at
right?
the school, yeah, so,
So why would we need to
because they're,
overflow parking?
I guess based on the meeting on Monday, they're not technically a subcommittee, so she was just making sure that we were good with it.
Oh.
So we don't really even need to make a motion,
Okay.
Yeah,
but just letting everybody know.
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. All right, moving on to new business. We have the school bus expenses for Sawmill.
So I sent this guys over to you. I let you know I reached out to the superintendent and the school board to see if they wanted to come and discuss. I think it came up at their budget meeting. It's a $12,000 expense. LMS called it out as part of their expenses that were going up in fiscal year '27. Our decision to move them to Sawmill. As you can see, there's nobody in attendance tonight. Wanted to just put it out there, I guess,
Okay.
at this point.
Yeah.
Was hoping that they'd come and at least talk to us about it.
I
I
did,
know their meeting is at the same time, so that's probably why they're not here.
I did try and watch that meeting. I had some audio issues, so.
I
couldn't
did
get
too.
through
I
it.
couldn't understand what people were saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kept cutting in and out, so.
Yeah.
I don't,
Get
I
the
think,
gist of it.
yeah, I mean, I think for us, obviously, we're light today. I don't think we should be doing anything necessarily today anyways.
Yeah.
Because I think we should be hearing from everybody. You know, it is obviously coming off of a default year and everybody's budgets are tight. You know, I do have questions. I do wonder why they can't practice at GMS and play games at Sawmill. That's gonna reduce the expense from busing people over to Sawmill. I don't know why they can't find other ways or other places to practice, which will minimize their $12,000 expense. Maybe that is part of their $12,000 expense, I don't know. But they were definitely concerned that we made that decision.
Okay. I'd say stay on top of them and have somebody, until somebody can come
Yeah.
and meet with us. We'll table it.
Yeah.
For now. All right.
Thank you for the information.
All right, the floor repair at Talent Hall, not much new to report there. They're still not guaranteeing that repair will work.
Are they gonna try it, or?
No, they're not agreeing to try it yet. I did ask for a price for the full the full boat rip and replace. Just to
100,000.
get, it was 81.
Okay.
81.8, so nothing, obviously way over our budget, and that didn't include any repairs from underneath.
Plus, it's, do you want to put $80,000 into that building?
Into a floor, yeah.
Yeah.
The other thought that I had, I saw recently was the place in Derry, the sports zone? Sports
Those
zone in
floors
Derry?
were haggard.
Yeah, so, but they closed, and they're selling the tile floor, it's $10,000 per quart. Might be a Band-Aid.
I don't know if it would fit in there because that's not a full-size court at Dara.
I'd be surprised
I don't
if those
think
were
it
too, I
is.
don't know what the dimensions were.
I
but
don't know either.
Might be an option. Based on the issues that we have with the existing floor, I'd still think that we'd still wanna rip out the plywood, the hardwood before we explore putting those down, but I think we're a ways off on that. Bob, the trust, is that something that expires at the end of the year, or does that carry over until it's gone?
The expendable trust?
Yeah.
No, it carries over. I
Carries
believe.
over, okay, so it's
You're
not
talking-
something
You're
that,
talking about the one that we have a warrant article for?
yeah,
Yeah, so it continues on.
Yeah.
alright, so it's not like we're,
No, it's there till you use it.
not like we're gonna lose it, yeah, if we don't do anything with it, okay. Alright, well, that's a little bit easier, I guess. So we're still at a standstill with that right now. Yeah, maybe it's worth seeing if we can slap one piece of plywood up and see if it stays under there, just to get it to work. The fence repair at Sawmill, so I went down last weekend, took count of the rotted posts and the boards that had fallen off, put together a materials list for the replacement of that. Let me just pull up what I got. So I figure with the, what we'd be looking at is, it was 8 pressure treated posts, they're 4x6 posts. I think if we got 8 footers, we'd be able to cut them in half. I don't know how far down into the ground those go, but I can't imagine they're more than 4 feet.
Probably not.
4-foot posts, so they're probably in the ground 2 feet and above the ground 2 feet roughly would be my guess. So, I've got 8 of those. I've got a couple of 2x8 planks, some fasteners. Then what I was thinking of, if we bring the tractor down there, we could drill some rebar or pipe or something through the post and attach some chain to it and pull them up out of the ground with the tractor, and then set the new one. So grand total for materials. Oh, and then I was thinking too, to keep the issue from coming back, and we could probably do it with the rest. We could use some of the Flex Seal, the paint on Flex Seal stuff on top of it. We'll keep the water from getting down into the grain and keeping it from rotting out. So I figure it's about $400 worth of materials for that. So I'd entertain a motion to spend up to, say, call
Have yourself a cushion.
it 600 just to be safe in materials, and then we can figure out a day and time to get down there with a crew and go to town.
So moved.
Second.
Alright, any other discussion, questions? No? Alright, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, passes 400. And then, I don't know if anybody's had a chance to put together lists for other budget items, for the end of the year. I do have another one that I looked at as well, the grate that's got the hole in it on the side of, Town
Oh,
Hall.
the window grate.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell what made the hole. There's a pretty round, like, circular hole in the wood behind it. So it looks like it was like a duct or something that came through there. No, it's not like smashed in. It looks like it was cut. So I don't know if there was a duct or a vent or something that came out of there at one point. What it kind of looks like, but if we want to replace the grate, Lowe's has a 36 by 24 inch steel grate that would match what's there for $56. It doesn't have the frame around it, but, you know, I think we can try and take off. I know that the grates that are there now, they're not just screwed into like the frame around the window. They're actually anchored into the concrete, so they're gonna take some work to get out. I don't think we'll be able to salvage what's there. The other option is just kind of slap this over what's there and, you know, secure it with some screws or zip ties or something.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's probably keeping some critters out. It's probably not keeping all critters out, but I don't know.
Critters need homes too.
It's getting cold out there.
So you want approval to buy that, is that what we're
Yeah,
saying?
I'd say if we
Alright, I'll
wanna,
make a
if we wanna
motion.
look at this, say approval up to like $75.
Make a motion to approve up to $75 for a grate.
Okay,
A second.
alright. Any other questions, feedback? No? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained? Passes 400. I don't have anything else that's pressing at the moment, for end of the year budgets, but, I'll still keep that out there if there's anything that you guys can think of that you wanna try and tackle before the end of the year. We've got some funds that we'll need to spend. I'm sorry, I take it back. There's one other thing. Let me just pull up my email here. I did reach out to John Brunel, to get a price for an additional security camera that would monitor the dumpster and the gate area. Let me just find that email. So the camera, the cabling and everything else would come to $2,093 for installation. He thinks it probably end up being able to do it for under 2,000. But if we wanna add that, I'd say we approve up to say $2,200.
And we have the funds to do that.
We would have the funds, yeah, we would have the funds to do that based on our current budget.
So we're doing that out of budget, not out of anything else, any revolving
I-
fund or anything like that?
Can't think of anything else that we have. I mean, yeah, we would have some revolving fund, I think, but we've got budget to spend, I'd say, start there.
Yep. Okay.
Everybody's on board with that. I think that'd be helpful. This is I don't know if you guys have looked at the cameras that are down there, but they're nice wide angles so you can see all the way around the building. This would be a tight view of the gate itself, probably getting, you know, descriptive characteristics of vehicles that are up there, laddering on trucks, maybe even plates, I don't know, but,
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
yeah,
I think one needs to be pointed in that direction anyway.
yeah. Alright,
Make a motion, you wanna go up to 2,100 just in case, or you wanna just?
well, it's 2,093 right now, so I'd say 22 at least,
2,200?
yeah.
Okay. I'll make a motion for $2,200 to approve a security camera down at their,
I'll second.
Alright, any other comments, questions, concerns? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, passes 400. Alright, moving on to old business, site inspection update.
So, we need to get this done by the end of the year. I think if you remember, I asked you to do the 2 feet baseball fields.
Yes.
Do you have any, do you have time to do it?
I
It's
haven't.
really just, honestly, I did share with you the document, to be honest with you, just take a bunch of pictures of stuff that's
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah,
that Needs to be addressed.
I don't see a ton at the baseball fields. Let me check. You know, do I include the snack shack down at Corning? Like,
Yeah, if something on our property.
yeah.
Is
I
in
mean,
disrepair. or
baseball is
needs to be
actually-
addressed, yeah.
we're gonna do a overhaul of that thing this spring. But
Yep.
I don't think there's anything crazy.
Okay.
I haven't been down to Schaefer recently. I was at Jeff the other day. I just took down the batting cages, but everything's good.
Okay. So I just need to get those documents over to, there's a woman that reached out to me that I gotta swing that stuff to by the end of the year,
All right,
so.
all right, I'll write down a note to myself.
All right, anything else?
No, that's all, site inspections.
All right, then we have some, fall chores. We've got to take down the nets at the tennis courts, trash barrel cleanup, the hole in the, the hole in the grate at the town hall, we already addressed that. Trash barrels at Dara. So I did speak with Ron from the pickleball, group. They've taken down the nets already on the pickleball courts. The tennis nets are still up. Those are easy enough to take down. I can probably tackle that this weekend.
Shoot me a text if I'm around, I'll give you a hint.
Okay, thanks. The pickleball folks have ordered all new nets already for the pickleball courts. They'll put those up in the spring. He also ordered a couple of extra posts in case anything breaks on their posts, so they'll have some extras just sitting around if they need them.
So this was on the agenda last time, I think I heard you guys talking about it, but I don't know if a date ever was solved, so when do you plan on doing the posts at Sawmill, or do you wanna do that
So,
before the winter? or you
yeah,
wanna-
I'd like to get it done before the winter. I think that'd be good if we can.
So do you have a date in mind that,
Look at my calendar.
just so we can make sure, cause, I'm sure you'd be happy to do it by yourself, but if any of us can help you, I'm sure we'd like to help you.
I just, like, I know we're getting busy again.
Yeah.
I can probably do the 23rd, Sunday.
Is that Thanksgiving weekend, the weekend before?
the weekend before.
I don't know if I'm around or not. I'll have to check with my secretary, find out.
Yeah, why don't we
You want
earmark
tentatively
that as a
23rd?
tentative date, yeah. I'll put it out to the rest of the commission too.
And we could just tackle any of the stuff that you wanna tackle and get that done.
All right, next we have the Litchfield Lacrosse Association electrical request.
Alright, so, this came into me a while ago. I had tabled it and didn't bring it forward because we're in a default budget. When I sent out that email about, requesting any actions any of the leagues have taken, Lacrosse did remind me that they had asked me, about putting electrical outlet at their shed at Sawmill so they can charge their, scoreboards. So originally, when the request came in, they were looking for us to pay for it. When this email came back, they said that they were willing to pay for it, so I would think we would just take them up on if they wanna spend the expense to put it in.
Where is this? Is it Sawmill,
This is at their shed at Sawmill.
which is their shed?
I don't think it's the left one, but the right, not the red one in the back, but I think it's the other one that's back there. Let's see what the-
I didn't even realize there was
the
two
one
back
down there, yeah. One way down in the back by the road that goes to the dump is the only one I know of.
Hold on, I took a bunch of pictures.
I did notice when I was down there.
Where would they come from? The dump?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think he said there was,
That'd be a long run, yeah.
so, let me double check.
I'm guessing there's no power in that shed already.
I
Right?
wouldn't think so.
Where's the irrigation down there? Where's the pump for that?
It's right next to the shed. It's it's on the back of the shed.
That's gotta have electrical, right?
Yes, yes, it probably does. Yes, it definitely does. I just don't know
Oh, it gets there, yeah.
how it gets, I don't know what happens for that. I mean, if that's all it is, it's not a big deal.
Right.
Somebody could throw an outlet in there pretty easily.
I was gonna mention, when I was down there looking at, doing the survey for the posts, I noticed that along the back path that circles the park, there's the chain link fence, And then there's a mesh net fence that goes up higher to keep balls from flying into the reservoir and
Yep.
back there. And a lot of that has fallen down, and there are probably vines and stuff that have grown up in it. So they may wanna take a look at that, and I don't think it's torn, they probably just need to reattach it, a bunch of carabiners or something. The cable's still up there, but the net's come down, so that shouldn't be too hard to fix. But I think soccer might wanna take a look at that.
Yeah, so I don't have a picture of it, so I'm not sure, to be honest with you, just,
Okay.
so I'll go back and ask them and just say if they desire to put it there, then we just
Are they
want.
talking about a permanent scoreboard, or are they talking about
No,
like a
they
little
want-
portable one?
No, they want an outlet so they can charge the batteries,
Charge the
Batteries
batteries,
on the
oh,
scoreboard.
for the scoreboards on the little,
probably
the
portable
table,
scoreboard
yeah.
or something, yeah.
okay. Alright,
So when we respond saying we're not opposed, but can you just
Yeah.
provide us where you wanna do it?
yeah, and I might, we'll talk offline about that too, I might have a solution. Alright, and then we've got league contribution reviews, so I do have a list, I sent out a report, that I wrote up with all the leagues and everything. The only thing I don't have is anything from baseball. all the
Yeah,
stuff you
that
guys
was
are
my
doing.
bad.
So, yeah, if you have anything you wanna add into that, if you can compile a list of stuff that you've done over the last year or two,
Yeah,
for the complexes, and send that over,
yeah.
I can add that in.
Yeah, so I think we just wanna discuss how we wanna share that, right? So, we know it, but how do we get that information out so that, you know, those that are questioning what the leagues contribute to town are aware of it? So whether it's using Facebook and just getting it out on our Facebook site, or, you know, do we drop it in a newsletter? Do we make sure it gets into the newsletter every month so people see it?
Can you send me that list just so I can,
The report?
yeah, the report, or
Yeah.
did you already send it to me?
Yeah.
And then, I just wanna look at it just to see what sort of stuff people are putting in there.
Alright, anything else on old business? Alright, moving on, we've got emails, Andy, you're on this month for November,
Okay.
Jeff Town is December, and then we've got, our next meeting dates, November 25th, which is right before Thanksgiving. Not opposed to holding that meeting, since we've only have a few left in the year, but, if we're not gonna have a quorum, we might as well cancel it, but I don't know what everybody's feeling is on that.
I should be here.
What is it?
November 25th.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, I should be around. Oh, actually basketball, but
So I think Jeff let us know he wasn't available for November.
Right,
I can come late if you guys need somebody late, but it will be like 7:45.
okay. Yeah, maybe, we might wanna discuss with the group too about start times, if it's gonna be an ongoing issue with trying to have a quorum.
Yeah,
Get
pushing it back to
back to the
7:30.
original,
It
yeah,
used to be at 7:30
Right.
because, just because of this, you know, a lot of people on the rec commission coach. So.
Right. Right, exactly. So we've got November 25th, we'll put the feelers out there right before that and decide, make a decision, before we hold that. We've got December 9th and December 23rd. Anything else? Anything else to add? No, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Give it to Andy, I'll second him.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained? Motion passes 4-0-0. We're adjourned. Thank you very much and have a great night.